Today is May 3rd. Welcome on in to Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey, and we are brought to you by Royal Banks, Missouri and Munganess St. Louis Acura. Rammer Cardinals start a three-game series tonight against the Chicago White Sox down at Busch. Be a real nice time for a three-game win streak and a sweep here this weekend.
Yeah. Why stop there? Why not win 10 in a row? No, I'm kidding. Obviously, with the White Sox being a terrible club, riddled with injuries, it's a team you would like to do that. But, even bad teams, even the worst teams win 1 out of 3. So
Right.
That's the danger of saying it's sweep or bust. And I know you didn't say that, but I know a lot of people kind of, oh, they're bad, we got to beat them every game. That's not typically how baseball goes. But especially when they've got one pretty good pitcher going in this series, their best pitcher. So a sweep, though, to directly respond to your point, would be awesome. Yeah.
Right now, you say 1-3 win a series. Right now, the White Sox and 25 on the year. That's really, really bad baseball. So hopefully this is not one of those wins they get this week. And that's coming off what they just had a nice series last weekend against the Rays too. So
like the Cardinals, they're trying to get their offense going, and their pitching's not good either. But Tommy Pham's come in, and he's been their best guy. And so, pros like Benintendi not been good. It really hurt Moncada being on the 60-day DL. Eloy Jimenez has not been what they need from him. Same with Andrew Vaughn. So very much like the Cardinals, they have some guys who have had a couple of years of experience, at least under their belt, who are not performing to expectation.
Cardinals did get at least one Cardinal got some hardware today. Ryan Helsley named the NL Reliever of the Month for what he has done in the beginning of the season. 16 appearances, tied for the most in baseball. 10 of those are saves. So Cardinals right now with 14 wins. Ryan Helsley has closed out 10 of those with an ERA of 1.69 and a 9.5 strikeout to walk ratio. 19 strikeouts, only 2 walks. And I've said it before, what's really impressed me about Helsley's outings so far this year is just how quick he seems to get them over with. Where last year he would go and he'd labor a little bit and you'd see his pitch count get into the 20s, and then you would know, all right, well, he's done for 2 days.
Yeah.
This year, it seems like he's getting in and out, 10 pitches, 12 pitches, you're done, you're out of there. It's on to the next game. So it's been really, really nice to see Ryan Helsley do that in the early goings this season.
And you're right. All those things tie together. The big complaint for over a year on Helsley has been his lack of availability. But the way he's pitching, and we're not talking about the saves, we're talking about efficiency. That's what you're talking about. So that efficiency allows him to be more available, which was the main criticism. I don't know of very many people who thought, oh, this guy just doesn't have it. He's got it, but it just wasn't available. So now the things you're talking about makes him available and makes him get the closer, the fireman of the month.
Yeah, 10 of his 16 outings, Rammer, he's finished off in 14 pitches or less.
Yeah, that's very efficient. And the other thing it tells you, too, 10 of the 14 wins is that the Cardinals are in a lot of close games.
Yeah, they are, and that's something we would like to see differently. A blowout win would be pretty nice. I don't think they've batted around yet this year. Maybe that's something to see this weekend. We will see this weekend tonight. Brad Keller faces off against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray did not win NL Pitcher of the Month for what he has done so far this year. 3-1 with a 1.16 ERA and 32 strikeouts. Rammer, that award went to Ranger Suarez of the Phillies, who had in 41 innings of work, a 1.32 ERA in the month of April over 6 starts for him with a whip of 0.63. So probably a few different guys they could have given that to. Shoto Imanaga of the Cubs, he won the NL Rookie of the Month. So they managed to not give him Pitcher of the Month. They said, you know what, we'll give you this award and we'll give that other one to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't get caught up too much on those things.
As the year goes on, not really. I just think looking at hot starts to begin the year, yeah.
And I think if Sonny had gotten his first 2 starts, and assuming he was as good in those 2 as he has been, he'd have been right there, and we could add a complaint. Now, I will complain that if it's a major award and somebody gets hosed, that can be a little bit annoying. The only time it really matters, though, is if there's financial
incentives,
tied to that. And I don't think anybody's getting anything for doing something in the month of April.
Right now, Cardinals earlier today made a move as they put Steven Matz on the 15-day injured list. To correspond with that, they have recalled Kyle Leahy, who pitched in part of the doubleheader, struggled in game 2 of the doubleheader, but that's the corresponding move. Right now, the Cardinals have an opening in their rotation on Monday. Yesterday, we were talking about, we weren't sure if it was going to be Saturday, Sunday, maybe Tuesday. It looks like right now, Lance, so Sonny Gray's going tonight. Lance Lynn is going Saturday, and then Kyle Gibson is going on Sunday. The open spot is on Monday. So then assume Miles Michaelis kind of works his way into either Monday or Tuesday, with Sonny Gray making his next start against the Mets on Wednesday.
So who will be the 5th starter? That is the remaining question.
I think this is you're playing with the roster to where maybe you never
said Leahy if people are thinking that.
Right. So you Kyle Leahy was already with the team after the doubleheader. You said, hey, you know what? Stick around. We're not going to send you on the shuttle just yet. Okay, now you are going to be on the roster. You don't have to work with the days of being sent down, back up, all of that stuff, because he was the doubleheader call up. So you get a little loophole, little workaround with that.
Yeah.
Hey, sit in our bullpen, maybe take some pressure off some of the guys, some of the arms, if it's a blowout one way or another. And then come Monday, we'll send you down and we'll bring up Zach Thompson.
Yeah, probably would be Thompson again. Not that he is the best pitcher at this moment in AAA, but because he's on the roster and he has experience, and it's the easier move, especially when you expect Matz to be coming back. If it's a real prospect, you probably don't want him to come up for 1 or 2 starts and then adios. The flip side of that is the back of your rotation hasn't been great. And if a young guy can come up and be better than those guys, but the business side of the game gets in the way of that a little bit, and it's understandable.
Yeah. Tonight it is, as we mentioned, Brad Keller going up against Sonny Gray. Brad Keller has pitched a total of 1 2/3 innings so far on the season. That was back on April 29th. So pitched in that game. No telling what we're going to see out of the White Sox and their pitching tonight in this one. Keller, for the most part, has been a starter his entire career in Kansas City. Came over this offseason with the White Sox and got a late start to his 2024 season.
Yeah, and so I think the guy to watch is Fetty. If you are trying to gauge your odds on getting the sweep, as we started this conversation, the guy you got to beat is Fetty. He's very good, 39-9 strikeout walk ratio. And he's the one guy that has been legit start in, start out.
Yeah. So that starts tonight, 7:15 for the start time this evening. Afternoon games again this weekend. The 6-25 White Sox against the 14-17 Cardinals this weekend down at Busch. It's a good chance for the Cardinals to get back on the winning side of things, get that record up to 500, and then go from there against a Mets team that they had some pretty good success against just last week. So
here's a teaser question that we'll be able to evaluate on Monday. But do you think Ollie will shuffle the lineup, or are we still a little ways ahead of that? By that, I mean major. Like he moved Goldie down. And by the way, I give him all the credit in the world for making that move. I'd been wondering because of the gravitas of a couple of the veterans, would they move him out of a spot? Well, Ali showed he would do that. The guy I think should be at the top of the order is Wynn. I think he's wasted at the bottom. So I don't know if they'll do that this weekend, but I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, we will. I think the shakeup does come. It should come today. I don't think you.
Ooh.
I think you make the shakeup. I would say you make the shake. You don't wait and see how you perform against the worst team in baseball, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want this to be right. You don't say, hey, we swept them, we crushed them, ha. Now we're back, and then you face the Mets, and then it's back down to earth. I think you start it with this, and you let that momentum build from there.
Yep,
that would be. Yeah, that would be my thinking behind it. See how it all plays out tonight at 7:15, and we will be back again on Monday to talk it over and preview the Cardinals series against the Mets. Until then, we are brought to you each and every day by our friends over at Royal Banks, Munganast St. Louis Acura, and also Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota. The 2025 Camrys are arriving already on the lot out there at Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota. They actually have a 2025 Sport Camry that's available for rental if you head over to altontoyota.com and check that out and see what the 2025s are bringing. And they're all hybrids over there at Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota as well. So lots of miles per gallon out on the is what you're getting out of those cars, along with the 2024 Tundras that they have so many on out there on the lot at Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 850 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton, Illinois. We will talk to you again on Monday. Until then, he's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. This has been Daily Cards Live.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.